Right, good morning or good afternoon guys, and welcome back to Westfleet Quiet. I'd just like to start this one off by thanking my new subscribers. I did say anybody who subscribed, if they left me their names, I would give them a shout out on the next video. So I'd like to start off with Cash's Toy. He's a new subscriber. If you haven't seen his channel, pop over to Cash's, give him a sub, and tell him that Ronald McDonald sent you over. The next one was Lisa Leach. I've tried to check out your channel, Lisa, but obviously you haven't got a channel, you've got no video, so I can't leave a comment or subscribe to you. Next one was Dave Barker. Same again, Dave. I've tried to have a look, but you've got no videos, you've got no subscribers, so thanks for subscribing, much appreciated. And the last one was the Australian one. What's the name of the Australian, Doreen? Stay there, I've got a piece of paper there. Stay there. Let me see. This piece of paper here. It's Mustang Koi. Mustang Koi Australia. Vince currently owed that one, and check him out. Say, get over to Mustang Koi. I think we're trying to get you up to 100 subscribers. So if you pop over to Mustang and tell him either Vince sent you over from Twisted Towers or Ronald McDonald, and I'm sure he'll be much appreciated of that. I think he's another subscriber. In fact he was, but he didn't put his name down as a subscriber. But my subscription channel went up one, so it must have been him. So thanks a lot guys. Anybody else who wants to subscribe, leave me your name and I shall give you a shout out on the next video. Right, filter floss time. Right, so we do change this filter floss every day. Every day. And this was changed yesterday afternoon. And look at that. They've got several layers of filter floss in here. About 4 layers, I believe. And it's absolutely filthy right the way through. Normally and underneath the filter floss we've got alpha grog. At the moment I'm trying to get some bags to put the alpha grog in, so when I pull it out we don't lose several pieces of alpha grog into the pond. So see, like the bottom section, you can just pull it out, and because the alpha grog's actually in bags, we don't lose any of the alpha grog into the pond. I tell you what, these boys should be used to me changing this filter floss every day, but they still don't like it. As soon as I get over the top of the pond, they go back down. Whether it was that one occasion where the heron came down and fried the life out of them, I don't know. But then again, I came out the other morning into the conservatory and there was a pigeon trapped inside. Because I've got nets all the way around, there was a pigeon trapped inside, and he actually came in and he touched down a couple of times on the water before he managed to get out through the back where there's a hole. So again, it could have been a pigeon. And I think yesterday morning I come out, there was a magpie trapped in it. So he was flying around trying to find the way out. So that could be the birds that are spooking them off. So anyway, what we're going to do here now, I'm going to pause this one here, and then we'll go over, get this in the washing machine, and I'll show you the filth that comes out. So I'll be back shortly. Yeah, so what we do with that floss, we just put that into the outside washing machine, which, I say, I gained this off my next door neighbour when he took his kitchen out. He said that the bearings had gone on it, but fortunately for me, I said, well, I'll have that. I said, I'll do for cleaning my filter floss. I fitted it out here and there's nothing wrong with it at all. So while we was over at Twisted Towers 2 weeks ago, and I was talking to one of my subscribers, and I've got to think, yeah, I've got it. Yeah, Tina Williams, and well, I was talking about doing the filter floss in the washing machine, and she said, Ron, she said, put a cupful of salt with it. So this is the first time I've used my cup of salt. I'll be quite honest, Tina. Each time I've been doing this every day, cleaning the filter, the floss, and this is the first time I've remembered to do it. So be it on your head, Tina, if it don't work. But you know, obviously, it's got to clean it, isn't it? It can't do no harm, because what I'm going to do later on in the week, I'm going to remove the 2 backy showers and actually dump all that alpha grog into bowls of salt and give it a good wash out. So there you go. So in goes the salt. First time of asking. I don't bother putting any fairy liquid in there, guys. I think I'll get enough bubbles out of there without putting fairy liquid in. So what we do with this one, all I do is put it on a 49-minute wash. But don't do the 49 minutes, obviously. I just put it on there, get that having a little whiz round on there. I'll let that go down to 45, and then I'll switch it over to 10 minutes and then pump it all out and keep going backwards and forwards from the 49 minutes to the 10 minutes, giving it a wash, then pumping it out. And I do that 4 or 5 times until it's completely, well, the water's running hell of a lot cleaner than what it is. And you'll see just how clear or how messy this is in 5 minutes time. Right guys, so this is the stuff after it's had 4 or 5 spin rounds in the washing machine. This is how clean it comes out, and I think you've got to agree that's too good to throw away. And I say normally we get, I don't know, might get 4, 5, 6 washes out of this before it gets too grubby and grimy. You think, wow, sling it, you know what I mean? And we get some new stuff. But the top stuff, the top level is quite easy to do. Normally on the bottom shower I need a hand to put that in, but I'll get this top one in. As simple as that. And tomorrow, this will be just as dirty as the one I've taken out. So, just going to pop back over there and show you the filter. Pause that for me for a minute. Right. So, don't know if you can see that. Then normally when you put these on cameras, all the lights start flashing, don't it? But that's on 45 minutes. Yeah, so what I do now, I pause that, turn the dial over there to pump out, press play, and there we go. Now watch the state of this coming out of here. That, you must admit, is rather grim. So what we normally do, we normally collect that into a watering can, and Dorian goes round and waters all the plants, so it doesn't go to waste normally. So we just let that pump out. Quite grim, isn't it?
when you think that's just the fines what that filter floss is picking up. Right, so as soon as it starts like that and it's hunting for water, we pause again, flick that round to 45 minutes and give that another wash. So I normally repeat this cycle, as I say, maybe 4 times, maybe 5, depending on the state of the water that comes out of here. As soon as that starts to run a bit clearer, then I'm happy, and it normally we end up with filter floss back to this condition, which is certainly good enough to use all over again. I say, as it goes on, you can see it's like, don't know how old that piece is, that's a bit grim at the back, but it's certainly a lot cleaner than what we've just taken out. So, thank you next door neighbour for the washing machine, much appreciated. Oh, I'd have to give out a shout out to Brett over at Kirikoi. He's got up this morning, he reckons he might have the lurgy. So, Brett, I really hope you haven't got it, mate. He said he aches all over. Well, that's how my one started, with the aches and pains. I just hope he hasn't got it. COVID. Do you think we're ever going to be rid of it? I somehow think we're not going to, you know. This thing is just going to linger on and on and on. And I say, they did say to me, am I up to date with my COVID jabs? And I said, well, I've missed it. I've had 5. I'm not going to have the 6th one just yet. Not while I'm feeling rough, but feeling a lot better at the moment, so perhaps I might book myself in and go and have my 6th one. Also, oh no, not ready for flu jabs yet, are we? Not close enough to winter. But I would have my flu jab as normal. Be a good boy and do as I'm told. Right, so here we go. Second time around. Pause. Switch over to that. 10 minutes. Press that. And let's see what the second pump out's like. Still a bit grizzly. In fact, it's very grizzly, but nowhere near as bad as the first one. So I'll give that another couple of pump outs, and I'll get back and show you the either the 4th pump out or the 5th, and see how clean we're coming out of then. So all I can just suggest, guys, is get yourself a second-hand washing machine, bung it out in your garden, and give all your filter floss a good washing in the old washing machine. I think when I'm not looking, I think Doreen puts my underwear in here, because sometimes I take my pants off and they smell the seaweed. Sorry about that, guys. I was walking about. I thought you was on pause, but you weren't. So I was walking about, mumbling to myself, throwing food at the fish. They don't look that happy down there, I tell you. I say, once you've been pulling them about, pulling anything about, standing over the top of the pond, they really don't want to know. So what I'll try to do in a minute, I'll try and coax them up with a couple of crab sticks. That normally gets them, their taste buds are tingling. Yeah, I did say I was going to cut my grass this morning, but after the rain we had yesterday, it's still quite wet actually. In fact, it's very wet. My neighbour's having a go with these. I think I'm going to leave mine a couple of days. There's not a lot of growth on it really, but tufty more than anything. I don't like these things. They drive you nuts. This seems to be getting more and more of them. I suppose once you go over them, cut the heads off, and it just boosts them all up. I suppose I could whip round and with a strimmer and do the long bit around the edges. Get rid of all them. Ready for a cut. But then again, might as well leave it till it's all dry. They can't normally, there, see that? Why they, I don't know why they spook off. Normally when they see me, they know I've got something nice for them. Come on, guys. But I'm definitely having that one out. That one down there. That's my ISA shower, which should have been a growing show, which never happened. But I say he was 16 cm when I'd got him. But I think he's the only one I should actually take out and have a measure up, because he looks like he's put on a lot of length and a lot of body. It's going to be a pretty fish that when it gets bigger. Very pretty fish. Sharpie me duck, telling me that your fish don't eat crab sticks. Don't give them to them in strips. Introduce it to them in little bits like this. Yeah, you can get a nice big handful and just let them feed out at the sides of your hand. Just drop little bits like that at a time, you know, until you start encouraging them up. Once they get the flavour, I can promise they'll come up, definitely. Obviously, I didn't like vindaloo curry when I first started, but once I got the flavour of it, boy, I couldn't stop. Honestly, persevere with it and you will never look back, and your fish will love you for it. I'll pop out and give them some in a minute. I'll show you. Okay, so this is pump out number 5. Sorry about the noise, I've got a noisy neighbour cutting his grass. So let's pump out number 5. Now, as you can see, that is a hell of a lot cleaner than the first pump. You could give it another one, arguably, but no worries. Yeah, so sorry about the noise. So my neighbour's decided to cut his grass halfway through doing my video. But if that's the only noise he makes, I'm happy with that. Only see him in the evening, normally when he finishes of work at 5. See him weekends, pops his head over the fence, over the chat. He borrows tools off of me, normally, and tiling equipment and everything else. Very handy though, nice bloke. So, that's that. I'll leave that there and just let that have a little quick spin before we hang it out on the line.
Yeah.
Alright, so here we go. A little bit like this. Just drop a couple of bits in there.
think they can smell it more than anything. They're going to call me a liar now, they won't come up there. So the idea is not to let it go. Keep on with it. Come on, Tim. Come on, Thomas. What you think? You know they say. Good. Come on. There's a good boy. There's a good boy. So come on, Sharpie, you've got to practice, 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 practice. Come on, colours, stop your thing. Here's the view. Right, so just like to finish this one off, guys, by begging for any more subscriptions. As I say, if you want to leave me your name or your channel name or whatever it is, leave us your name and I'll give you a shout out on the next video. Okay, alright, thanks guys.